FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. On first down, it's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Off the play fake. McKee. It got his man complete.
That's good for a Washington.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Throwing on first down. McKee. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
He's passed.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Makes this Washington.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Jones, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller, 64 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7. Washington 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Devin White.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier. Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
On third down, Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Bucs take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Tampa Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
To throw on second down, Meadows. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
The Buccaneer.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Meadows. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Meadows. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Meadows pass complete.
Andy Isabella, 33 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Joey Sly set to
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10. At their
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to find Gallup here complete. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
For Buccaneers 14. Washington 3.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the bootleg, McKee. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Antonio
credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKee got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. On first down, McKee. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, and look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. And a Buccaneer first down.
Here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, Meadows. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Meadows pass complete to number 80.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKee. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again. McKee. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun. McKee. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a give to Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
3rd down. And 14.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Raise the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, McKee. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we're going to get a timeout
26
with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again, Meadows. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Meadows. And he finds Howard complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Gain of 30.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle up short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Tampa Bay.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Meadows looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down, Meadows. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down and 5.
From the gun, McKee. Staying on his feet, shedding the tackle. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard.
They'll go again to Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I'm talking about offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Washington.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing,
Been fun.
that's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter.
23-yard line.
Second down now. It's Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
With the score,
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That third down conversion, good for 23. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, Meadows. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 28, 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Back to throw. Meadows. He sets up the screen to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14, 12 yards there and a first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Offense. What's up, man?
Clearly Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Looking to throw on second down. Meadows. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to lead to a third down. Operating from the gun. Meadows. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, McKee. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Operating from the gun, McKee. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, McKee. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, McKee. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Throwing on first down. McKee looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the
facing
pickup.
A second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McKee. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Short throw to Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, McKee. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And with that last play, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Making it happen,
and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
It's their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. We'll find Gibson here complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd and long. McKee, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Gallup, 83 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.